So really, when you think about Christmas, we all do it. Sometimes we overspend, but we really need to sit down before we start spending anything and establish a budget, a conscious budget that we are aware of, and where we can say, okay, I know for a fact I am not going to go over this amount of money. And you need to stick with it. That's the best way for you to make sure that you do not overspend. Now, for some of us, we're visual. We can say all day long that this is the amount, but unless we actually see it, then we may overspend. So in that case, if you want, you can just take that money out and have that, put it in an envelope, and know that that's your spending. This is what you are spending. You can go over it, and once the envelope is empty, that's it. Nothing else. But you do want to create a budget for spending for the holidays. Another thing you want to do is you want to know all the people that you plan on purchasing items for, that you want to buy for, any gifts that you want to buy. You need to make sure that you have those people laid out. No popping someone up at the last minute. Oh, I forgot this person, I forgot that person. You need to sit down ahead of time. Make sure you know who all is included in your list. Anybody else that you miss, then most likely you can get away with doing a value pack of holiday cards, and make sure you give them a card. And for some people, that may be all that they want anyway. You have to also know who you're buying for, because sometimes people, it's not necessarily the gift that they want, but they want to know that they are thought about, they are loved. So you can look at doing some things like that. Once we've got our budget set, we never really want to go over that budget, and you want to make sure that you're spending within your means. Now, determine the amount of people that you're looking at. You still want to make sure that you show them that you care. That's what it's all about, showing them that you care, right? Not so much about spending the big bucks, making sure you get the best gifts, but making sure that you give from your heart. And that is the number one thing that you want to remember in the holiday season. Don't go crazy, don't go overboard. There are some really, really creative ideas, some things that you can do, some websites that you can use. I know everyone should be familiar with Pinterest, or just doing a Google search on some creative ideas to show people that you love them. And it does not require that you spend a whole lot. Think about it. Use your creativity. For someone that may love to stay at home and read a book, there's some really great things you can do there. You can look at some of the discounted stores that are out there as well, and stock up. Do some bulk shopping. Stock up and spread it out. You can get a huge box of hot chocolate mix, a couple of chocolate pieces to throw in something, and you tie it up, and that's probably, you're out $1 max for that. And you want to spread it out. Make sure if you get a box of hot chocolate that's got like 10 or 20 in it, that's enough for you to cover 10 or 20 people at one time, and you've budgeted, and you probably out maybe like a few bucks at max for something like that. But again, it's making sure that you put your own creative touch on it, that your own personal touch on it, to make that person feel loved. So make sure you keep that in mind too. Not necessarily about, shopping big, but making sure that you show that you care. Do it creatively, do it on your budget, stick with it, because there's so many other things out there that you can do as well, to show people that you care.